Is an information technology degree actually worth it? That's what I'm gonna answer once and for all in this video. So why am I doing this video? Well, getting an IT degree requires years of studying and often tens of thousands of dollars in tuition fees. So if you're gonna spend years of your life in going to debt, then it better be worth it. This degree is really popular and highly respected, but nowadays people often talk about degrees not being as useful, and I've seen people claim that an IT degree is actually useless, that you can just get these jobs anyway, for example taking a boot camp or self-studying. So I want to clear up the confusion once and for all in this video. We're going to start with defining what an IT degree actually is, and then we'll talk about the different potential careers that you can go into. Next we'll get into job satisfaction, because I believe that it's really important to see if people are happy with their jobs, not just how much money they make, but we'll of course talk about that too. And then we'll talk about demand and also touch on AI and how it will impact IT jobs. And I'm going to finish up with some pros and cons and my final conclusion about this degree. So what exactly is IT and why is it so popular? At its core, information technology is the art and science of using computers and software to manage and process information. But it's way more than just fixing computers or installing software. IT is all about using to create solutions that drive businesses, innovate industries, and transform the way we live and the way we work. From developing cutting-edge software to protecting sensitive data from cyber threats, IT professionals are the heroes in the digital arena. Think about the last time you shopped online, streamed a movie, or even attended a virtual meeting. Behind all of these everyday conveniences that we take for granted is the work of IT professionals. So if you're somebody who gets excited about the latest tech trends, you love solving problems, and you want to be at the forefront of digital innovation, a career in IT might just be your calling. So now you may be wondering, what does it take to become an IT specialist? To understand that, we need to look at the different levels of IT education and the exciting career paths that they can lead to. Now, to start off, we have an associate's degree in IT, and it's kind of like your entry ticket into the tech world. 2-year journey is where you get your hands dirty with the basics of IT. We're talking about computer systems, networking, and a little bit of programming, and it's the perfect start for those looking to jumpstart their career in tech support or network administration. And the best part, the entry-level jobs pay up to $93,000 per year. Of course, most of them pay less, but they are up to that amount. But if you're looking for more, there is also the bachelor's degree, and this is where things get a little bit more serious. Here you'll explore complex topics like database management, software development to some extent, and even a little bit about cybersecurity. This degree isn't just a piece of paper, it is kind of the golden key that unlocks many career doors in the IT industry, from different specialized roles or just general roles, but it all depends on where you decide to go, because you can use your degree in many different ways and you can take it in many different directions after completing it. If you do decide to go one step further and get a master's, that's about 2 to 3 extra years, and it's gonna help you sharpen your skills a little bit more. Most people are going to want to focus in something here and specialize, for example in a little bit more on the programming side, more towards data. It could be IT management, IT support, something like that, but generally speaking it's going to be a little bit more specialized than at the lower levels. You can of course also get a doctorate, and that is, more if you want to go into research or more on very high level. This brings us to the different careers in IT. And if you're in IT, you can go from cybersecurity to hardware analysis all the way to cloud computing. There are many different roles, and that's why it's important to specialize and understand these different directions that you can go. When it comes to job satisfaction, I know that you might be thinking, well, are people actually happy with their IT careers? Because the salaries might be good, but what about the actual, job satisfaction? According to a report from My Computer Career, a significant number, and that's 74% of IT professionals in North America reported being very happy with their jobs. This high level satisfaction is likely due to several factors, with professional development being a major reason. Other factors like work-life balance, the flexibility of working remotely, and the high pay were also some of the major reasons why IT careers generally have a pretty high job satisfaction rate. Plus, with the dynamic nature of the IT industry and constant evolution, it's pretty hard to get bored in this field, and if you do get bored, you can always transition to another IT role. But of course there's going to be some competition for these jobs, and high competition can make it harder to get the role that you always wanted. But in general, while the competition may be high, the demand is actually higher. Now, this doesn't apply to all of the roles. For example, a software engineer is going to be very competitive, but there are a lot of opportunities as well. Let's take a look at the numbers. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the field of computer and IT is projected to grow by a whopping 11% from 2021 to 31. That is much faster than average, and in real terms, this basically means more than 500,000 new jobs on the way. But what is actually driving this demand? Well, it's technology and the evolution, and businesses across all sectors are scrambling to keep up. From healthcare to finance, every industry needs IT experts to manage their networks, protect their data, and just keep them ahead in the digital race. But it's not just about the quantity of jobs, it's also about the quality of the professionals that are working. And the IT industry is hungry for skilled professionals, and that's why you can also climb up the career ladder and make a lot more money, especially in fields like cybersecurity, cloud computing, and data. In fact, cybersecurity roles alone are expected to see a 33% growth from 2021 to 31, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. That is more than triple the average growth rate for other fields. So what does this mean for you? Well, basically, if you are an IT major and you're considering a career in IT, because that's pretty likely, then you're looking at a future where your skills are not just in demand, but absolutely essential. But before you dive headfirst into this world, there are a few things that you should know. And just like any career, there are always pros and cons. And if you don't learn the pros before, then it can get really, really messy. On the positive side, IT careers are known for their high pay. Even though you're just starting out, even in fields like tech support and network administration, you can definitely expect high salaries. And especially if you get to those more competitive roles, they are going to be more competitive and much more difficult to land. There's also a wide variety of roles. You can work in cybersecurity, data, you can work in IT support, so many different things. And also, IT as a field generally allows a lot of remote work opportunities, of course depending on the role and the company. But let's also talk about the cons a little bit. The IT world can be a high-pressure environment as well. There can be tight deadlines, security breaches, or system crashes, and the job can be really stressful and filled with overtime work sometimes. It also means that continuous learning is a must, which can be both exciting and exhausting for some people. And while some IT jobs are secure, others face the risk of being outsourced, ramping up the competition as well. Plus, there's often the overlooked aspect of kind of being the tech support for less tech-savvy colleagues, regardless of your actual job description. So my final conclusion is that it really depends on what you're looking to do. The IT degree, even though we mainly talked about the careers, is a very broad and general degree, and you can focus on many different areas of IT if you want to. It's a path filled with incredible opportunities, security and meaning, but it also demands continuous learning and the ability to handle some pressure. And again, if you find it interesting, it's going to be way easier than if you hate what you're doing. That's about it for this video. I wish you good luck on your degree. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.